Good evening, family. It's my birthday weekend, and just had a few things I wanted to touch on. First off, this week was the memorial service for my one of my spiritual fathers, Bishop A.T. Jones Sr. Um, yeah, it saddens me that I was not able to make it to the funeral. I know I missed a chance to see a lot of my old family, friends, and church family, but I'll be back in town for Christmas, and hopefully I'll be able to catch up with a lot of them. But it was good to know that my mom told me that they went. It was a great turnout. She got to see a lot of people that she hadn't seen in a long time, so it was good. I mean, I wish I could have been there, but God knows my heart. I just wasn't able to make it, but I will be coming home for Christmas time. So definitely great man of God, and I pray that he's enjoying his rest. It's well reserved. Sorry, not reserved, but well deserved. And I believe I will see him again one day in heaven. And I pray for his family and all those that have been impacted by his ministry. Being like a gentle giant. He was a big man, big in stature, big in presence, but so humble. Wonderful guy. I thank God that I knew him, and I thank God I was able to say that he touched my life. So I pray for the All People Church family, and for Auntie Sharon, as I call her. I know it's Pastor Sharon, and also for Pastor Ardell, and also Pastor Arthur Jones Jr., Booney, as they call him, but I want to use the more professional names. So definitely praying for the family. Sorry about that. Some very bright lights on this car that was coming by. Sorry. But so I that had to be said. I'm just thankful for my birthday weekend. It's You don't realize how when someone passes away, it puts things into perspective for you. Now I know with Bishop Jones, he was in his 70s, so it's not as surprising. But I just have to be honest. When my sister-in-law, Janata Patterson, passed away earlier this year, yeah, that was more of a very unexpected passing. Yeah, she was actually a year younger than me. So I just turned 44 on Thursday, December the 5th. She would have, I can't even say it slips my mind what day her birthday is on, or would have been on, but she was a year younger than me because she was born in 81. So, yeah. So that put some things into perspective for me. So I know a lot of times we feel that in order to celebrate special occasions, special days, that we need people. And that isn't necessarily true. In this season that I'm in, I'm learning that in order to really enjoy the moments of being with family and friends and others, sometimes you got to learn how to enjoy being by yourself. Because sometimes that's what happens in life. Sometimes you got to learn how to have fun on your own. So I say that to say, being here in Orlando, I have friends, not like family here, but I have friends. But people have busy lives, people have kids. I'm single, no kids, no responsibilities like that. So I wanted to do something fun for myself. So I treated myself to some games at this place here called Main Event. Now they do have one in Jacksonville, but I ended up doing some research and found out they had one here as well. So, and it's funny that I went to that Main Event and it's across the street from a Dave and Buster's, which I know most people like Dave and Buster's, but I really don't see a difference in the two. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't been to a Dave and Buster's in a while, but the thing that Main Event has over Dave and Buster's is Main Event has a bowling alley. I don't think Dave and Buster's has that. I think they have video games, they have pool, and then they have food. I think that's it. But Main Event has video games, you can play pool, you can actually rent a bowling lane, and they have food. So, but I say all that to say I had a great time, and it was more than just that. I have gained some friends at a couple of Starbucks here, and some friends at Panera Bread. But the other thing that I enjoyed was first thing that morning. One of my friends, she's a manager at a Starbucks, and she told me the day before, she was like, "Hey, when you come in tomorrow on your birthday, don't order anything on the app." She was like, "It's on me." And I'm like, "Wow, okay." I went in. She's a woman of her word. She was like, "What?" She was like, "Whatever you want, get it." So and I'm not greedy like that. I mean, Starbucks offers a free cup of coffee on your birthday. So I didn't try to take advantage, because I know some people are like, well, can I get a sandwich? Can I get a drink? Can I get... No, I was just grateful and thankful for the free cup. So I got my favorite one, which I love to get the white chocolate mocha. So I got that. And the cool thing was, because I didn't use the app, that actually blessed me to be able to get 2 free cups, because I usually go to 2 different Starbucks during the day. I go to the first one because they open up right at 5 o'clock. Yeah, I'm an early bird. But I went to that one, and then later on that day, I went to the other Starbucks, because I still do my little, I work from home, but I don't like to sit at home. I like to go somewhere, because I feel like it helps me keep a routine going. So I have to get up, get ready, leave the house, go, and then I feel like I'm really, even though I'm working from home, I feel like that helps me focus, because at home you got all these streaming channels and video games, and just I feel like I can focus more when I take myself outside the home. I set a certain time to work, I take a break, come back, finish up, and then I feel like that helps. So when I went to the second Starbucks, the ladies in there were so nice. They were just like, "Oh, happy birthday," and they was like, "What do you want?" And like, go ahead and get your whatever drink you want. So I ordered another white chocolate mocha, like I planned on, and this time I actually used the Starbucks app, and they scanned it and everything. So I got blessed with 2 cups. So I got that. Also, I went to Denny's, and I treated myself to breakfast at Denny's for my birthday. But it's funny how I treated myself to breakfast, and then as I'm leaving Denny's, because I had the Denny's app on my phone, as I'm leaving Denny's, I'm heading somewhere else. I think actually when I was heading to Main Event, I get an alert and it says, "Hey, breakfast on us." And I'm like, "Oh, now you tell me breakfast on you." So, but it's fine, because it worked out to where actually today, because today I'm making the video, it's actually Saturday evening, I went ahead and took advantage of the breakfast on Saturday, because they basically said in the app, you have 30 days to use that coupon. So I went ahead and used it this morning. I was able to be blessed with free breakfast this morning, so that was great. But yeah, I really have enjoyed my birthday weekend. I think the only thing that was just I guess the only thing that wasn't the best or greatest was just, you know, the passing of my spiritual father. But I took the time to make sure that I used that as motivation to know, like, hey, he wouldn't want me to be sad. He wouldn't want me to be spending time, being down. But he would be more appreciative of us remembering the good times and just being thankful for life, because he lived his life to the fullest. He lived it to the fullest. He was one of the few men of God that you never heard anything about in the news. You ain't have nobody popping up saying anything bad about Bishop Jones. No. All things said about him were good things. And I glad to say that he was a very important part in me becoming a man of God and becoming a minister, because he allowed that opportunity for me to have that trial sermon. And I learned from him. I learned from my father. I learned from his two sons. I learned from all the ministers and elders and deacons that were at All People. It was just great to grow up in an environment of men and women of God that were really not only they were practicing what they preached. Because a lot of people out here that are in the spotlight, they say one thing, but they're living a totally different life. So I just took this time to just kind of speak about my birthday weekend, and just to make sure I gave honor to Bishop Jones, and just praying for the family during this time. But I just thank God for life. I know sometimes people focus too much on what they don't have, but you have to be thankful for what you have. Even wherever you are now in life, this may not be where you want to be, but just remember, this isn't the end of your journey. Every journey has ups and downs, and just remember that it's not over. It's not over until you reach that place where Bishop is already at. So just remember, wherever state life finds you in, always stay positive and always know that God can turn it around. Sometimes God needs your situation to be in such a dire state that for sure people would know that God did it. Because sometimes if the situation looks like it's something that you could have got yourself out of, people may question, may say, hey, well, they just finally got on track. No, sometimes God need that situation to be so dire and so bad and so almost impossible to improve, that he can show up and show out and get the glory. So I thank you for taking a moment to spend a moment with your boy. Take some time out to give me a moment on my birthday weekend. I appreciate all the birthday wishes. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot. And just to take a moment out of your busy schedule to shoot me a text, to call, to send a prayer, whatever you did, I appreciate it. Thank you. I pray that God blesses you and keeps you, and I pray that you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And hopefully, I pray that you'll be able to make it to service tomorrow. If you are a regular worshiper of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, make sure you take the time to make it to your church, and just remember how much God has blessed us and how much grace and mercy we receive. Just take that moment to give God some time. God bless you and keep you, and thank you.